Hi guys, welcome to my second Lost Art Guide. Today I'm going to be talking about all the vendors you should be hitting up on a week-to-week basis. And yeah, some of them are going to be bound, some of them are not going to be bound. I'll let you know throughout. So the main one everybody should know about already, and if you haven't been doing this, big L for you. If you've been doing your Gate of Harmonies, Gate of whatevers, you have a bunch of pirate coins. Even without those, with the new events, you should have enough pirate coins to do this on a week-to-week basis. So when you exit the port of any city, you're going to have two merchant ships here. Go to the merchant ship. I wouldn't suggest doing any of these coin transfers, but if you are, do it with the sun coins with your chests, I guess, if you have to. But as you can see, everything here is sellable. So you can buy 900 Guardian shards, you can buy 300 Destruction stones, and you can do the same with T3. So I'm going to buy out all the T3 ones, could care less. It was about 16k for all those. And yeah, that's just going to be a good amount of gold each week, although prices have been dropping. I feel like it's still worthwhile, as long as you don't need your pirate coins for anything. So that's going to be the first vendor. We're going to dock up and we're going to go to the main town, and I'm going to show you the other new vendors that they've added with Argos. So yeah guys, let me know if you have any suggestions for new videos. I'm going to be consistently giving you guys gold tips and any day-to-day things I do, because I'm mainly gold farming and I know a lot of people are interested in that. I'm doing some stuff with investing, so just let me know what you guys would like to see. Yeah, so we're going to go to Nia Village, we're going to go down to all the event vendors. If you weren't aware, with Argos, they added the Proving Grounds vendor, they added the Guardian Raid special event vendor, and then they also added this the Race Arcasia Grand Prix, which you don't even need to do if you have ults. So as you can see, I have a bunch of these event coins. Everything in this shop is pretty much bought out. I bought out all these books, although they're not worth as much as they were because of this. It's still something. I bought out all these books because I have just a bunch of coins. Everything in this shop is bound for honing materials, so be careful, buy everything on your ults. The T1 materials I haven't really worried about, but everything T2, T3, I bought out with these and still have 7,000 materials. So again, everything's bound here, be careful. Everything in the exchange as well, all worthwhile. This is one of the vendors that gives you a bunch of pirate coins, keeps you consistent on that. So you get 10k a week from this. Definitely do that. Next one we're going to go move on to is the Event Guardian Raid vendor. It's going to be over here. It's going to be this chick, Mio. It's going to be near the double Event Guardian Raid. So this is the Guardian Raid. You're going to have to fight 3 Guardians. It's very easy. It's, what is it called? Gear adjusted, so shouldn't have any troubles. Should be like 5-minute invested. You can do it each day on each character. You should have more than enough of the currency. I've done it 2 times this week on 2 alts, and I have had enough to buy everything that I want. Everything is bound in this shop, so be careful on that one. I bought out all T2, T3 materials for my alts. And then special sales, you can buy a bunch of the books if you've been doing everything on your alts. And if you didn't notice, also have level 3 T3 gem chests, so those are worthwhile as well. Next vendor we're going to move on to is the Proving Grounds vendor, which I'll explain a little bit about. If you don't understand how the PvP works, so basically it starts at tier grade 20, then it goes to tier 1, then it goes to tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, tier 5, tier 6. So from what I understand, to get to these next exchange points, you just have to play a lot of regulars. It's not even like your competitive rank, it's just the amount of time you put in. If anybody can confirm the system in the comments, for everybody I'll pin it, and we'll have confirmation on that one. But I played a good amount of Proving Grounds and I haven't unlocked it, so I am not too sure. But what is worthwhile on here is going to be your exchange materials. You're going to go to your T2. Everything is bound in this shop. You should be able to easily buy it out with your weekly Proving Grounds quests. So I bought out the limit for the Guardian Stones, Destruction Stones. I bought the Life Leap Stones. Haven't bought the pouch because it is insanely expensive. 700 if you need the shards, I guess. I bought out all the T3 honing materials, as you can see, the Leap Stones, Great Leap Stones, and I even bought the enhancement materials because I feel like they're quite worthwhile. You can buy 12 Solar Graces, they're 80 each. It's like half a game per. It's really not too bad, especially if you have fun playing PvP. I bought out the Solar Graces too, bought out the Solar Protections. And if you haven't seen this shop, check it out. Got a cool mount, couple cool mounts, cool title. I don't think any of these are worth buying, especially not these platinum tokens. That's just ridiculous. You could buy the full mount with that for 20k silver. Yeah, we won't talk about that one. Next one we're gonna go move on to. Those were all the new ones, but I'm just gonna talk about the Silmile Bloodstone vendor as well. So if you guys weren't aware, you can buy silver chests here. They're not the most worthwhile, but if you're running 6 ults like most people, you are going to be able to buy these out week by week. So these shouldn't be priority, these should be secondary. Primary should be honing materials. Everything in here is not bound. I wouldn't mess with T1 materials. I don't know if any server has them not at 1 gold. If they're maybe not 1 gold, maybe worthwhile. The leap stones are going to be bound, so be careful on that. With all the stones, I bought those on this account. With the life leap stones, I'm going to go to my alt whenever I have enough bloodstones and buy those out. Yeah, the pouches, I think they're not worthwhile because I don't need shards. I have 100k shards. Not worried about them. I'm not pay to winning to the moon. So I bought all the destruction crystals and I bought all the guardian crystals. I'm gonna buy all the leap stones. And then the next thing we're gonna talk about is the entrance tickets. So if you guys weren't aware of this, this is kind of how you get cube entrance tickets and boss rush tickets. So if you have any T1 characters and you need the T1 blessings, you could buy these. I don't think they're worthwhile at all. I don't even feel like doing a T1 cube. It's a waste of time. So I think worthwhile wise, if you have T2 ults, buy the Yorn one on that ult. And maybe you'll get a Hall of Silence entrance ticket, which will give you a bunch of leap stones. And if not, still 30k silver, not a bad deal. Next up, you should definitely be buying the Punica on your main. Could get the Hall of Sun, or you get the cube. Either way, worth. Even if you don't, 38k silver, worth all day. Everything else on here, I wouldn't really worry about. But yeah, guys, you can definitely make a couple thousand gold a week. We'll just check what just the market ship was worth. So it's gonna be 1,000 gold on the destruction stones alone, and then 2,000 gold on the guardian stones. And that's free cash, boys. That's free cash. That's 2,000 gold a week, doing nothing from all these events, just giving us free stuff. So get on it, boys. Don't miss out on the weeklies. Super easy to do. All in the main city. Get her done. Get those alts going, boys. Stay tuned for my next video. We'll be making more gold making videos, etc. Thanks for tuning in, boys. Catch ya.